Is it working? Wait, okay, yeah. Wait, what? Sorry, okay. I just, I got, a new chat box set up. So I set up Streamlabs as well to do the new chatbot. Not chatbot, fucking chatbot. Because the previous one stopped working. Let's see if this works. Come on, don't make that fucking sound. It's not showing. It makes the sound, but it's not. Oh, okay. Hold on. That's pretty hard to see. Let me see if I can make it not make a sound. I thought I already set it to not make a sound. What are the settings? Yeah. Better not have to restart stream. Can I change the setting? Fuck. Hi, Esther Kitty. The noise jump scares me. I'm trying to set it. Scares me. Okay, let me see if it still has it. Okay, it didn't do it this time. So I think I got it. Oh shit, thanks for the bits. Yippee, yippee. And I'm gonna be playing on slot 2 this time. I got almost to where I was. Yippee. And I have a new build. Because my old one had me failing a billion checks. Constantly. Let me see. I'm gonna test again a little bit. And see if the chat is in a good place on screen. Fuck, it made the sound again! Maybe. It'll be okay, I just wanna get it working. Okay. Yeah, the chime. I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, the fact that y'all can hear it is the problem. I mean, I don't need to hear it, but I wouldn't care if it was just me hearing it. Oh shit, wait, I can mute the chat box. Okay, okay. I think I got it. Is the chat box in a good place on screen? Screen? Did I actually talk to the mage guy about the Emberian yet in this save file? Actually, where is the mage guy? Oh. What? There are might checks? Oh well, I didn't need the might anyway. And might checks are so fucking rare compared to, like, lore and charm checks. Where's the magic guy? Oh, there. Do I have to ask everyone about the Emberian? Or I get a quest update? Maybe. Because I did ask everyone about her, last time. Wait, this is a different thing. Oh hey, welcome back. Is the chatbot in a good place on the screen? What the fuck is Bojangles again? Oh wait, it's not showing. Let me drag it. The shame, it's hard to... It's hard to see... Well, it's hard to, like... It's hard to edit because it only shows up whenever someone types. No, I've never been to Bojangles. I know it's a place, but I don't know what kind of place it is. Too big now, what? Where's the Emporium of Oddity? Forest to the west of Hollowshire. Fuck. No, I have it. I'm trying to have it in a corner. I'm trying to fucking have it in the top right corner. I'll put it in the bottom left. See if that works. So fucking hard to have it so it doesn't get cut off. Okay, do you think this works? I feel like it'd be a bit too obstructive in the top left. Because it's... I'm having a hard time, like, getting it to show fully. This is annoying. Okay. Oh hey, Delusion. Extremely random Delusion. Ooh. That's perfect? Okay, good. Oh, okay, the first 10 minutes have passed. Did I swear in those first 10 minutes? I need to stop swearing in the first 10 minutes of, my streams. Because apparently once I get monetized on YouTube, if the stream has swears in the first 10 minutes, it'll get demonetized. That sucks. This is really messed up. Where are you? Where can I find a telescope? So is the Emporium of Odysseys the magic shop? I think so. Okay, yeah. Did I already buy the telescope then? I may be broke, but I need as many passports as I can get. The jelly's doing fine this morning. I just woke up from my stream nap. Okay, so I gotta go to see Inogen again. If I can remember how to get back to the lost purse. How are you this morning? Come on. I don't want to spend all my lockpicks for this. Oh shit, Dinah! You showed up again! I've been wondering where you were. Oh wait, I need to make build this. Right, just a bit. But Dinah's name isn't cut off. Oh my god, really? That many lockpicks? Why the fuck is Esther Kitty's fucking name so much further right on the screen than Dinah's? What is the deal? Also, understandable, Dinah. I am EP2, that's why I started streaming after I take my nap instead of before. So that I'm for at least on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm streaming on, at like 11:30 now. So I can get some rest first, because I never get enough rest beforehand. Okay, there's Inogen. So there's this wealthy merchant called Vernon Berwig. He runs the Winged Merchants Guild and lives on a fancy street up in Hallow. He's a collector of strange artifacts, and our client wants their hands on a particular one. Now, I already had someone scout out his property. There's a chamber downstairs that's barred from the other side. The item's gotta be in there, but a lockpick's not gonna cut it. Well, I'm better at magical stuff anyway. So there must be a secret way into Vernon Berwig's house that leads to that chamber. Find the secret entrance, recover that strange artifact. Simple, huh? Okay, I already have the stronger version of that, Do you have any lockpicks? Yep. Where is that? Wait, did I just open that up? The thing I wasted all my lockpicks on? Did I not even have to do that? What does being paged right and not left mean? Also, I hope you enjoy your coffee. Okay, so let me double check. Bells can be found on the high street. It's a locked chamber. Simple enough, I think. I mean, this feels like it might be it. I'm a tad confused. Oh? There's a delusion up there. How the fuck do I get up there? What? Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, the stream chat explanation thing. But also how to get up here. I also don't get that. What do you mean nothing seems to happen? What else do I do? Oh wait, I can start quests by looking at flyers? I gotta start looking at those, I guess. Jeez. On Wiccan Tyranny. There was a time before the God War when every human settlement on these flying isles was built around a Wiccan coven. From Vina to Slev, they enforced worship, demanding prayer to their gods. And so did those old gods grow in power once more under the flag of Wiccan tyranny. But the Apostatic Union succeeded in overthrowing this tyranny and casting down these gods is a miracle worth celebrating. I am old enough to remember Wiccan rule. Every spell, every letter of cipher was controlled by the covens. But magic was permitted to change from realm to realm, as each coven's god had its own fickle whims. Not since the Middle Ages, when gods ruled supreme, has human development been so stunted. And since the Union gained its freedom, look at the advancements we've made. Airships soar through the clouds, lowly scribes cast spells of swiftness and strength. Our cities throb with wealth and progress. No longer must we barter with gods for the merest enchantment. I've never seen throb used like that. Humanity rules its destiny like the Emberians of the past, and yet there are those in our midst who would see it all torn down. Outside Union borders, the Wiccans and their gods are more powerful than ever. Their spies and priests still lurk in every corner of the Union, some even hidden and protected by our own traitorous citizens. Despite these dangers, what do we discuss in our councils? Reforms, softer punishments for god worship? I call this foolishness of the highest regard. Many know of Beatrice Webb. She has made quite a name for herself here in Riova. She attests that our methods are too harsh, that god worship should be punished with a mere fine, and that censure of texts should be ended, bringing about a freedom of the quill. I argue that such things would, in no uncertain terms, bring about the destruction of the apostatic union. It is only by a hair's breadth we can stay ahead of our many enemies. The Wiccans would see our realms torn apart, our magical progress abolished. As the rule of the gods reinstated. Nay, our punishments are not too harsh, they're too soft. I would see Wiccan sympathizers hung before I bow to another god. I'm old enough to remember Wiccan tyranny, and I would die before I see it reinstated. You're gonna have to say throb in every sentence from now on, Dinah. The world rend, though it has long passed into distant memory, is still spoken of in hushed tones by nervous speakers. You stop yawning. For who cannot still dread the cataclysm that leveled our cities, purged our wisdom, and sent us fleeing into the sky? There are none alive who remember stable ground underfoot. Generations have lived and died on these continents adrift, steered by fickle winds. To look below onto the world's surface is to witness a seething hell. Few who visit that wasteland return, and those who do are cursed a painful death. And yet, what do we truly know of the world rend? Rumors, hearsay, legend. What the throb? It is the most important historical event, yet it remains a mystery. The Emberians, whose civilization reached its peak at the dawn of this terrible new age, stored all their wisdom in magical cipher. Their technology was made inert by their end. Everything was lost. We know more about the kings and queens of the Middle Ages thanks to their humble quills than we do the Emberians. And so, in this age of ignorance, I strive to collect what fragments of truth I can glean. Yea, reading glass. I am your teacher, NebbyJelly. My own quill may yet prove a more powerful instrument than a century of Emberian technology. The world rend occurred in the year 984. That we even still use the old calendar is a miracle of the Chronos Guild, for the slow-turning neuron star of old Wicca upon which the clocks of old were set was destroyed in the event. Most accounts depict the Rend as a flash of magical energy. It engulfed the world, searing its surface and destroying every city and every settlement found below. Only those few people survived, outcast and adrift on the islands of the sky. Because the Emberians shunned the instability of the flying continents, few of their outposts existed here. In a pertinent irony, those who were outcast from Emberian civilization, the Wiccans and the Endless, to name but two, suddenly outnumbered their old rivals. And thus the last remnants of Emberian civilization were torn apart by their enemies. From the ashes, new societies emerged. Survivors banded into groups and rebuilt as best they could. Emberian technology proved useless, so a new generation of humanity rekindled old knowledge. Houses were raised of brick and stone, magic spells were relearned with simple cipher. The Wiccans and their gods found power anew, and their covens were built in every city. Now as I write from the thriving realm of Bjorn, I cannot help but smile at our accomplishments, but it is a smile tinged with sadness, for we still toil in that shadow of that terrible cataclysm. We still bear the trauma of the whirlwind. Well, I still bear the trauma of having to pee, so I'm gonna go pee. Yeah. Okay, good luck with the doctor's office thingy. Oh. Huh? Oh, okay. It didn't take me anywhere I couldn't get to otherwise. I assume that'll take me down, not up. Fuck. I don't think I'll be able to make that. Can't use your upstairs. Can't use your upstairs. All these shops are my ops. None of them want me to succeed. Ugh. Hey, welcome back. How'd your call go? Why? Oh, okay. No, not. You have anything to say? Yeah, it's just general direction. Okay, Estergetty. So I can stop faffing about. Let me look this up. I want to actually make some progress today. What? Oh, okay. See ya. Thanks for coming. Okay, so I don't know how to make it up there still. But it seems like I'm like way off. In terms of this quest. I have to go back to the lost purse. Bye-bye, thank you. Damn it. Okay. So I'm supposed to find it somewhere in here? Door leading to the artifact? Oh, it's this! Please. Come on, I already spent 11 lockpicks on this shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why would you do this? Come on. Alright, that's the last of my- that's almost the last of my fucking money. And that is the last of the lockpicks I can buy right now, I think. So... this better work. Come on. This is so statistically unlikely. Oh, yippee! Finally! Once I pointed out the statistical absurdity, it just worked. There it is. Back to the lost purse. Are you fucking kidding me? There we are. Hey girl! I was like right over there. Hi Meowper! Hi! Thanks for showing up. Embrace the delusion. Oh, more lockpicks. Don't mind if I do. I didn't exactly pilfer those, I kinda just bought them. There's a cat in the cat chat. Wow. How could this happen? Wait, I lost 6 coins this time. What? I thought it was 3 every time. Maybe it goes up. Alright, I might just save my delusions till I find another, check I need to make. That I don't have quite enough for. There's one up there too. Do I need like a flying spell if that exists? Maybe I can get this shit with my airship. Once I have an airship. Which should hopefully be soon. Oh, I can buy a house. Mansion in particular. Hi, can I buy this mansion? Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I don't talk to you about that. Apostatic Union Council building in Hollowtown? Is that not where I am? Yeah, it is. Council building. You're telling me a council built this? I know I have unspent Delusion. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna have the money for a house right now anyway, so let's go to Erudite Academy. I couldn't find the entrance there in my other save file. I just accidentally stumbled upon the entrance, in this one, but I haven't actually gone there. I just marked it on my map. Where is it? Oh, over here. Where am I? Okay, so I gotta go around like that. I guess. Oh, you're an enemy. Lamau. This stealth cloak really works, huh? I still haven't interacted with any dragons. I'm really curious about... Fuck. It's lagging. I'm really curious about the dragons. Hey. Listen, I don't care. I care about the shit you're saying. I just want to loot your house. Red key unlocks the dilapidated manor at the foot of the Great Castle in Hollowshire. Okay. Don't know what that means, but that's awesome. This is the right way, yeah? Yeah. It's okay. NebbyJelly fans are free. You can say wrestle instead of real whenever you want. I have granted you that freedom. Okay, time to be erudite. Come on. Yippee. Wait, just walking in here gave me a part of a fucking... Delusion? That's nice. Hi. The Inquisition agent looks you up and down with a sneer. A new face? You're not another one of those sniveling scholars, are you? Where do you think you are? This place fills me with disgust. A bunch of egotistical idiots playing with powers they fail to understand or control. We will rebuild your vocabulary better than ever. Ugh. Maybe you got stationed here because your boss needs you. Lately I've caught wind of something that could finally be their undoing. This place harbors a dark secret, and one I intend to uncover. What's their secret? I've been looking for dirt on this place for months. The Academy plays with fire. It flouts union regulations at every turn. Though the Council in their ineptitude always turns a blind eye. But recently my equipment detected something. A Class D god entity. Only a faint signal, so my superiors put it down to faulty equipment. But if it is true, God worship is a serious felony. The Council would have to act. They're really harboring some sort of minor god. It would be well hidden. I could really use the help of an outsider like yourself. This could be funny. Language, Dinah. The one advantage we have is that most of these blundering old fools don't seem to like each other very much. I've not had much luck talking to them. They seem to hate me as much as I hate them. Did you, like, try to get into this school and they rejected your application? But ask around and you might be able to glean something I've missed. Why do you hate the Academy so much? Do you know what cipher magic is? It's the act of altering the very language of the universe. Yes, it can prove useful in certain situations, but if misused, it has the potential to destroy the fucking world. Again. If you ask me, the fact that we let this gross abuse of reality take place in the Union's universities is bad enough, but at least the Inquisition can keep those fools in line. But this place... The Council in Ryova has waived all but the most severe restrictions on the Erudite Academy's research. Forget the Wiccans, this damned place is the greatest threat to the Apostatic Union we face. Okay. Hey, can I steal this sword, please? Oh, yippee, mana potion. Yippee, gold. Garden. More garden. Hi. The man mumbles to himself as he grinds, a mortar and pestle. as he grinds a mortar and pestle. He seems oblivious to your presence until he mutters. I'll be just a moment, youngin'. He stares at the concoction of herbs, frowning. Suddenly, he hawks a gob of phlegm and spits it into the bowl, grinds and sets it aside, seemingly satisfied. Now then, I'm Dongi, prime alchemist of this old academy. What can I do for you? Perhaps, Meow this may be the case. Can you teach me about alchemy? Better than most, I'd wager. With alchemical equipment, you can combine ingredients to make new concoctions. Feel free to use the equipment in my study. Now, the Academy has been floating over these Oniric Isles for about a year now, and I've got a flavor for the herbs that grow here. Brew 2 Eyes of Pageth for a potent health potion. Yippee! Just the same, Paradoxicus revitalizes mana and Jitter Seed, restores stamina. There are plenty more potent combinations, mark my words. Are there any rarer herbs? He betrays a sly grin. Oh, well, that depends who's asking. That damned Inquisition have banned the use of some of the most potent alchemical herbs to the chagrin of those who know better. That's so sweet of you, Dinah. I appreciate your tongue support. He leans closer. But to those who know where to look, you can still find Death's Veil around these parts. It's a shroom that grows from the cursed remains of a corpse. Macabre stuff, but extremely useful. Combine it with an Eye of Pageth for an elixir of restoration. You could be on death's door, but one of those would fix you right up. Can you combine ingredients? And when an alchemical experiment fails to produce something useful, you'll often get a type of alcoholic spirit. Mix these with herbs and you can make all sorts of beverages. They'll get you right plastered, too. Ancient alchemists write of refining base metals into gold, but the art has been lost forever, erased from existence itself. Such powers were deemed too dangerous and unstable. Unsavory happenings. Well, if there's any wrongdoing, it'll be that blasted engineer above me. I can always hear her banging and clattering. Tell me, what can possibly be so important as to warrant so much damn noise? God forbid a woman have hobbies. Damn, I made Dinah cry. This is so fucked up of me. Okay, now I can make health potion. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. 28 health potions, baby, yeah. That feeling when your tongue tuckered out, so you have to go honk shoe. Ooh, lockpicks. Oh, pretty sure I can. Being of tuckered out. Thanks for the bed. You know, for all the shit that motherfucker was talking, scholars just let me sleep in their bed. That's pretty nice. Top 10 brain rot lullabies. The woman tinkers with a small crystal, brows furrowed. She taps at it with a stylus before it seethes with magical energy, and she drops it, cursing. God damn it, you broke my concentration. It'll take hours to recalibrate that. She glares at you for a moment. Seeing as you're here, you might as well make yourself useful. I'm Natalia, chief engineer here. Now tell me, how would you like to travel anywhere instantly? I mean, yeah. That's the spirit. You see this big chamber here? I had it brought up from the islands below. It's a portal chamber. It's tech from this academy, but it's actually pretty old. The Erudite Academy moves around a lot, and it seems one of my predecessors tried to set up a portal network on these very islands a long time ago. So that's what those are. Looks like they never got it working, but I think I've found the missing link. I've calibrated a crystal to act as a key of sorts. Should activate the portals and allow for safe travel, but I just need someone to test it out. Hell yeah. That's what I wanted to hear. See this crystal key? It will allow you to activate the portal chambers. Once activated, you can teleport to any of the other portals you found. The only trouble is that I've only found one. The Academy records say there should be many more scattered around the island. You don't need to find them all. If you can link this one to a portal chamber in the Endless Realm and another in the Clockwork Kingdom, I'll reward your efforts. Oh, so this is how I can fucking exit the Endless Realm without another passport. Have you witnessed anything strange or forbidden lately? Anyone's suspicious, it's that donkey upstairs. He's an old Wookiee loyalist, don't you know? How he managed to escape the post-war purges, I don't know. But I bet you'll find him muttering to the old gods in his sleep. Source? Source? Proof? Source? I guess the source is that you just gave me fast travel, and that makes you likable. Someone here really loves these fucking things. Respect. Oh, and these. Just framed portraits of them. This one's in gold, so they really like this one. I guess this world has monster fuckers too. Oh, ocean. Okay, so the eyes very much do follow me. That's good. Somehow almost forgot to activate that shit. The art of cipher magic is practiced in every corner of the Apostatic Union, based on the learnings of its universities, yet there is a paradox at the very heart of their scripture. Speak openly about it will see the full wrath of the Inquisition fall upon one's liberty, and so, for fear of rotting in some dark cell, I must hide the authorship of this treatise. But let it be known I am a scholar of some renown. It is entirely true that there is a hidden language to the cosmos, a series of symbols that comprise an incomplete alphabet known as cipher. Individually, these symbols are meaningless, but when strung together into lines, they can have profound effects. This is the basis of all magic. But while human scribes must painstakingly etch out each symbol, their pens heavy with the import of the task, the gods' very thoughts are written cipher, and magic comes to them easily. Nonetheless, the gods are still bound to the rules of cipher. This was the philosophical justification for the God War, the renunciation of Wiccan control, and the forming of the Apostatic Union. For if humans and gods draw from the same power, the argument went, well, then why must we submit ourselves to a divine hierarchy? Indeed, the first Union polymath theorized that cipher itself was created by humanity. In the cave-dwelling days of prehistory, humans discovered a power in themselves and built a language around this power that etched itself upon the cosmos. As human superstition led them to pray to divine beings of their imagination, such beings were made manifest from that belief. Such is the reasoning that lies at the very heart of the apostatic union, that man predated cipher, and to defy this supposed truth is to commit an act of treason in the union. But in the past few decades, scholars have made incredible advances in cipher research. We can study the cosmos with a precision not enjoyed since before the world rent. And what have we discovered? That there are certain rules written into the very fabric of existence. A sentence, theoretical, but very likely to exist, threads itself through this world and every world. The sentence explains the limitations of our spells, why we cannot reverse the flow of time, why we cannot resurrect the long dead. But most important of all, it was written long before humans existed, and it is written in cipher. By whom we cannot say and likely never will, because the Inquisition has taken every possible step to repress their research. I have witnessed my contemporaries disappear, others threatened into silence. I have watched entire library wings burn down to the ground. But it is imperative that we spread the truth. An ideology founded upon a lie is rotten to the core. Okay, this scholar seems chill. More reading. As I write this account, my quill wavers in my hand. I can see the skin peeling and flaking from my fingers, blood and pus seeping from the cracks. Before the sepsis sets in, I hope to recount my fateful voyage to the Ambarian city of Nodlim. It was my final voyage, and these will be my final words. The expedition was funded by the Erudite Academy. They had us sign numerous documents and waivers, no doubt written from the safety of some Riovan legal office, clearing them of any accountability. I was not perturbed. I thought our success was assured. The vessel we traveled in, I was outfitted with the latest cipher technology. We had hired an etherist who hermetically sealed the thing with numerous cipher wards and provided us with finely crafted garments that allows one to survive in the outer reaches of the cosmos. When I asked the etherist to accompany us for a healthy salary, no less, he replied, "The Underlands? Nay, I have flown into the cosmos on 6 occasions and stared into its inky blackness. I've delved into the dread depths of Slev's poison lake and escaped unscathed. I have been to unspeakable places, but the Underlands? I will not go there." We anchored our galleon in the southernmost skies of the Apostatic Union, close to the near lawless archipelago of the Oniric Isles. The galleon's captain was wary of pirates, but I insisted we would be back before the nearby Neuron star withdrew its reddish glare. Our shuttle detached itself from the galleon, shaking as we made our descent through the clouds. My crew sat uneasy as the light faded. In the 400 years since the world rend, few have visited the world's surface and lived to recount it. But our landing was uneventful enough. We opened the hatch to find the glistening bones of a city stretching towards the sky. Huge metal structures arched overhead, supported by girders of an impossible scale that no living blacksmith could reproduce. So I think the Underlands used to be like human real life Earth. We set to work examining the ruins. Legend describes how the Ambarians wrote nothing with ink. They stored their knowledge in vast networks of cipher, accessible to any citizen, so that each and every person was as learned as a great scholar or polymath. Lamentably, this proved to be true, for we could find no book, no page, no scrap of writing to shed light on the mystery of their culture. What we found were towering halls once used for some inscrutable bureaucratic purpose, but which now lay overtaken by fungi. We saw evidence of the rail ships, okay, trains, that hauled cargo of unimaginable weight, and the great portal relays that are said to have connected every corner of the world. Portal relays? We stared bewildered through the eye goggles of our protective hoods. My faith in the wonders of Aether's technology was well founded. The accursed Earth could not infect us with its taint. So long as our suits remained intact, we were safe, but there was just one factor I had not accounted for. The scream echoed through the halls. We spun to see one of our crew collapse on the floor, blood gurgling from his suit. As we made our way to investigate, I caught something in my periphery, too quick to see. I turned to see another of us, standing plainly with no head upon her shoulders. She crumpled into the darkness without making a sound. So we ran. The suits were cumbersome and the air thick with spores. I cannot say how the other crew met their fate. I heard cries but did not falter in my flight. My arrogance, I had assumed tales of monsters were but fictions of dying men, or what could survive down here in this wasteland. But as I neared the shuttle, exhausted and terrified, one of the creatures appeared plainly before me. I've heard tales of ghosts, but this was not one. It was a shadow incarnate, a swirling amorphous presence. A spectral arm emerged from that dread mass, which became a scythe as it swung towards me. I ducked and sprinted to the shuttle, narrowly escaping its ephemeral blade. As I closed the shuttle's hatch, I could see the creature in chase. I swear I saw a face there, staring at me not with rage or malice, but with a terrible sadness in its eyes. When I returned to the safety of the sky realms, it became clear that the creature had torn a large gash in my protective suit. Over the coming days, I became wrapped with terrible agony, as my skin blackened and split. I exist now, a week since our voyage, in a state of prolonged decay, my consciousness being the last remnant of humanity left in this revolting husk of a body. It will not be long until I succumb fully to the Death Veil curse. Let this be a warning to those who wish to follow in my footsteps. The Emberian civilization, which ruled every corner of the world some 400 years ago, is forever lost, and to go in search of its secrets is to meet a miserable fate. Okay, damn. One's flesh hangs loosely from her bones. Ruptures in the skin reveal muscle, sinew, and patches of exposed bone. She glances at you with cloudy eyes. You know it's rude to stare, mortal. My name is Glim, the chief historian of this academy. May I ask about some history? Of course, mortal. I've read every book in this place, and let me tell you, most of them are wrong. I should know, being older than the world rend. Can you tell me about the episodic union? Fuck. Have you heard of anything untoward? I'm fucking... Oh, this place has secrets, that's for sure. There's a chamber underneath this building, accessible from the garden outside, that I've seen someone entering in the dead of night. There's no doorway, though I've seen a number of suspicious candlesticks around the academy. Mortal wizards do love to hide their dirty little secrets with enchanted candles. I've noticed. Speaking of which, that's the third. Damn it. Damn it. Can I have your bed? As you approach, the man's face contorts into a ghoulish expression. Really, this is what passes for a scholar these days? Please refrain from getting your muddy footwear on the flooring. Bitch, I fucking made this map. He turns away and sighs. Well, seeing as you're here, perhaps you may be of some use. Back in Vina, I had 12 servants. This damnable place, nary a soul will lift a finger to help. Perhaps you're different. I'm Giovanni Bori of the Bori family. I'm destined for great things. Father says so. But for now, I'm merely the chief cartographer of this wretched place. What does the Academy do with cartography? Traditionally not much. a rather menial task for navy vessels and merchant map makers. The trouble with living on floating bits of rock is that they have a habit of moving around, and old maps become useless, so the Academy is working on a more inventive solution. Like magic maps, like the one I'm making? You're one step ahead, I see. Because the central islands of the Apathetic Union are held fast with powerful magic, there's not much need for enchanted cartography until recently. See, these Oniric Isles lie on the fringes of Union territory. They drift around, crash into each other, even break apart. So true, Dinah. New maps are produced and circulated all the time, but even so, captains can't rely on them out here. So the Academy is working on a network of cipher spells to track an island's movements, update maps instantly. Rather ingenious, wouldn't you say? Of course, the scholars here do all the clever calculations. I provide the impetus. Like, magic traps? Is that what it said? Ah, you're one step ahead, I see. Because the central islands of the episode. Wait, you said that. Magic maps. Oh, fuck. Why did I think it was traps? How'd you become chief cartographer? Well, it's a funny thing. I had no real interest in maps before this position. Fiddly things, wouldn't you say? All those tiny drawings and so easy to get them the wrong way around. But when father decided I needed some academic experience to continue my political career, the only position he could wrangle was chief cartographer of this dismal place. Honestly, I would have much rather been the Aetherist commander. At least neuron stars are a bit more fun. Anyway, might as well make the best of it. I set out our junior scholars to map these Oniric Isles. This may be a dreary backwater, but at least there are discoveries to be made. Have you seen anything forbidden? What's this? A sudden interest in the integrity of our establishment? If I didn't know any better, I'd say that Inquisition agent has you under her thumb. No matter, between you and me, my allegiance lies more with the Council and their Inquisition, and most of the dusty old codgers in this place. I'm sure they're flouting Union regulations left and right. I'd check that Aetherist fool up in the tower. He's always prattling on about the importance of the cosmos and how he flew out into the night sky before most of us were even birthed. If anyone's a rule breaker, it's him. Okay, so you also have a framed portrait of this thing. I guess this is like a sex symbol here. It's like having a fucking like a picture of a woman in a bikini in your room, you know? It's the scholarly version of that. Hashtag scholarly goons. How the fuck do you not have a terrible headache? The old man is hunched in his chair, wheezing heavily. Each breath reverberates like a broken machine. Suddenly, it stops altogether. You wait a moment, then another. Reach to check his pulse. It's the hull integrity. Are we out of orbit? You think it's fine? He's still for a moment, blinking. Apologies there. I thought I was back in the cosmos for a moment there. I'm Jerome Verrier, the head Aetherist of this place. Pleased to meet you. So you wanted to go to the cosmos, or what? So what is ethology? Ethology is the study of the ether. It is a noble art, one of the oldest. We track the neuron stars, behold the beauty of the infinite cosmos, even travel there ourselves. But this newfangled union would rather throw coin at more rudimentary magic. Cipher spells that help trade, war, expansion. The youth of today have their eyes on their purses, not on their stars. How long have you been an Aetherist? Apparently since before I was born. Chuckles. Now that's a question. Before the God War, before the forming of the Apostatic Union itself, I was an Aetherist and beyond. I was captain of my first Cosmos vessel before I was 20, would you believe? It's a dangerous business visiting the cosmos. The air is very thin. Cipher seals need to keep the ship together and prevent leaks. Complex magics recycle the air. One faulty spell, one flaw in the cipher, and your whole crew could die. But oh, the beauty, the majesty to be out there witnessing the throb and pulse of the neural network firsthand. There's nothing like it. What can you tell me about the cosmos? Probably nothing. As you leave the planet's atmosphere, you see it. The neural network, the cosmos. On this planet, we have hundreds of neutron stars, as you know. The one here orbits these islands every 12 hours and glows red. Others glow blue, yellow, purple, of varying sizes and orbital trajectories all around the globe. And they're all connected by synapses. But those synapses also stretch out to the neural network, to the cosmos. And when you see it, there aren't just hundreds of neutron stars, no. They fill your vision, they never end. Fuck, I skipped that on accident. Have you seen any signs of corruption? Corruption? That Giovanni Bori is as corrupt as they come. He has friends in powerful places, which is the only reason he's here. God damn it, why does he keep fucking skipping shit? They made him chief cartographer, but the young idiot wouldn't know a map if he was looking right at one. He'd probably wipe his arse with it, and now he sent all the junior scholars out on some fool's errand. Yippee! We love Delusion. The second throb in this game's dialogue today. Come on. I need to find more candles. I don't know how many more, but clearly there's at least one. Oh? Never mind. Okay, top 10 least suspicious places you can put a candle. It's gonna be in one of those. Oh? Well, I found one. This the last one? Looks like it. Now where could that secret entrance have opened up? Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I found it. You entered a secret chamber in the Erudite Academy, which contains a captive god. After a little rooting around, you also found a journal belonging to Jerome Verrier, the head aetherist of the Academy. You could confront Jerome at the observatory tower, or take the evidence straight to the Inquisitor. Obviously, I'm going to talk to Jerome. Hey, buddy. You seem chill. Where was Jerome again? Here, I think. Ah, it's you. Wait, who are you again? Found the god. Grimaces. I clearly didn't hide it well enough. His name is Zanarib. Must be one of the last gods on Union soil, I suppose. What were you doing with it? Oh my, it's fascinating research, if I do say so myself. As you're no doubt aware, gods draw power from human belief. A devout follower is like a source of food to them. It's Jerome! So I have been examining this process. Gods do not have organs, simply a nucleus surrounded by strange matter. This turns out to be remarkably similar to the human mind, full of neural synapses. The implications are astounding. Is it safe? Not quite safe, I assure you. Before the God of Wars, Zanarib was a god of revenge for a nearby village, but I have muted its power with cipher words. Just last week, that oaf Giovanni lost my favorite pen. Not a moment after I found out, he stubbed his toe and was in quite a lot of pain. If Zanarib was at its full strength, I'm sure Giovanni would have fallen out a window to certain death or something. Fuck, I have an alarm. Fuck. Here we go. After thinking about it, maybe I muted its power a little too much. Found the journal. Yes, it's true. The Apostatic Union has outright banned this kind of research, even in this academy. The fools, do they realize what could be achieved if they did not run from what they fear? Please, I would ask you to return the journal to me, and forget this whole business. If the Inquisition were to get their hands on that journal, they would punish the whole academy for my deeds. Yeah, okay. Another delusion? Yippee. Oh my god! Dougie Jerome says hi. I say hi, Jerome. Grabs the book hastily. You have my sincerest thanks. I'll see to it that Zanarib is relocated, just as soon as I've finished my studying. What was the other quest I got here? Um... We don't need roads, I think. Yay, silly dog, silly dog. So... let's start getting the, teleportation shit. The teleportation network set up. Thank you. Ooh, I might be able to get more silk. Yippee! Damn it. What the fuck? Who the hell are you? Creature looks at you with sunken eyes. It shifts behind its massive jaw. It appears physically incapable of lifting its head. Be still, human. Only those who embrace their wretchedness may claim their second self. I've embraced my wretchedness. Okay. Well. My charm is now high enough. You seem sincere in your penance. Very well, you may claim your second self. What does that mean? Goblin mask. A chunk of wood shoddily carved to resemble a face that allows one to entice more powerful foes. Okay. And a delusion for my troubles. Let me get out of this goddamn water. What the hell? Get me out, please. Get me out of the water, please. Huh? What did I put on my map? Hollowed out tree? This? Or some other tree? I'll guess that it's this. How do I get back though? Ah, here we are. Have I been over here? Wait, how do I switch my spells again? Okay, I gotta change the button for that. And how do I use spells again? F, right. What? Oh, bye-bye, Dino. We love you too. Have a good day. I should go soon since I'll need to pack up soon, but first I do want to finish that, that quest. Yay, more eyes. I wonder if stamina potions restore my max stamina. I haven't been using them because I've assumed they don't. But if they do, then I definitely need to start using them. Already been here. Already looted your house. Yay, have a nebulicious day. I wonder if that's like a real skull. Like of some ancient creature that doesn't exist anymore. I'm looking for someone. What? Okay, so it's info I already got. I assumed as much. Wait, is this a free bed? Holy shit, it's a free bed. Hell yeah. Okay. Now... shouldn't take too long to find that teleportation thingy. Because they're big as fuck. Where is it then? I thought it was like right nearby. Oh, there it is. So since I've activated one of them, I can talk to her to finish the quest, right? Or maybe I have to activate a bunch. Okay, so I think I have to activate more, but I don't have time today, so I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye bye.